Last week was one of the biggest economic news events in recent memory. China has decided that it is no longer in their national interest to continue stockpiling foreign reserves, particularly US dollars. They have capped that number at 3.7 trillion. Trust me, they're already there. So what does this mean for us? China is the largest buyer of US debt, largest foreign buyer of US debt. When they stop buying our debt, the Federal Reserve will be forced to purchase more of it, what is known as monetizing the debt. What they do is they print money out of thin air to purchase bonds and treasuries, known as quantitative easing. It's a fancy word for inflation. They're just expanding the money supply in order to purchase the government debt. We run billions, sometimes trillions. The government can balance its budget to save its life, so this is what we get. So what's going to start to happen? Prices of products in places like Walmart are going to start to go up. Things that you used to value being able to buy cheaply, those products are going to start to go up in price. This is going to happen for several reasons. The value of the dollar is going to go down as the Federal Reserve prints more money to make up the slack for China. Also, the products will start to go, the prices of them will start to go up because there will be a domestic market in China. We're going to have consumer competition. So as the Chinese money appreciates and prices in China start to fall, they've had huge inflation over the last several decades. As prices start to fall, the value of their savings and their currency starts to go up. You'll have an expanded domestic market in China for these same products. They won't need to export all of them to the United States. Also, labor in China is not going to be as cheap as it was. So there may be, in the somewhat distant future, it takes time to rebuild a productive, manufacturing capacity, and we have decimated ours. However, there will be a market in the foreseeable future for return of American manufacturing. This will take some time, but as products and labor start to appreciate in China, there will be a market here to be able to open up manufacturing here in the States to compete. So this is what you need to prepare for. The value of the dollar is going to start going down at a more accelerated pace. The value of the Chinese currency, like I said, if you want to be a forex trader, that's one I highly recommend now. I think the renminbi, the yuan, I think they will start to go up. Also, there will not be any quantitative easing tapering. The Federal Reserve has talked about tapering its level of quantitative easing possibly in December, maybe in March. It's not going to happen. There's no way they can. The largest buyer of treasuries in the market just left the market. So the Federal Reserve is not only going to not taper, you're probably going to see Janet Yellen, who's supposed to be the next Federal Reserve chairman, she's probably going to expand the program and expand the amount of quantitative easing. They're already printing over $1 trillion. It's probably going to be more. $1 trillion a year, and it's probably going to be more than that per year. So that means there'll be a lot more money pushed into the stock market. It's my opinion, if you have money in the stock market, to get it out. However, in the short run, there will be a lot more money by the Federal Reserve that will be pushed into asset prices, the stock market and also the housing market.